Hey there guys, and welcome back to Danganronpa Blind. So in the last episode, we investigated the crime scene a bit. We spoke with who appears to be the three suspects. I did indeed, Byakuya. Likewise to you, actually. No, I actually think I meant what I said. Thank you, though. That is a big spill of something on the ground there, so let's see what there is to investigate. I can't even investigate the paint on the ground, really? Or, it's not really paint, but whatever it is. Well, it could be paint, I suppose. Chem B, so it's from the B cabinet. That's what it means, right? And what is that on the ground? I can't tell because the text box is in the way. Oh, is it powder? Well, maybe let's take a look at what it is first of all. Oh, I gotta zoom in. Oh, I have lots of things. Cool. Well, it certainly appears to be poison. So let's not step in it or breathe it, shall we? And it's Chem C4. Alrighty. Sure, Byakuya, I'll indulge you in my attention.
So, in other words...
And who would have been handling poison? And who's walking in the poison, no less, to cabinet A? That's bold, now isn't it? Don't leave a footprint and don't taste it. That would be, it's not turmeric or anything. Turmeric? They are indeed only in front of the left shelf. Wish we had everybody's shoe size. That would be convenient, wouldn't it? To you too, Byakuya. To you too. Well, shall we?
What?
Yeah, stand aside, old man. We haven't found anything from Chem A.
I see.
Indeed. The angling of the footprints is a little odd. Like the footprint closest to the shelf is facing away from it, which is quite confusing.
I see. It's certainly possible.
They do not appear to be mine.
What?
No. Okay. Though, I might have the same shoe size as somebody else before you get any funny ideas. Well, there you have it. You wanted me to be the killer, did you now? Well, I'm glad Byakuya is at least going to do my dirty work of figuring out whose shoes they are. I must admit, I'm extremely concerned they are always shoes. We know that much. I did examine it. And it has a skull and crossbones on it. C4. I'm gonna have to take a look in that. I actually see some bottles that look similar to that. It's very interesting that there's no powder residue from footprints throughout the rest of the room. As they leave, would they not track powder around the room? It's these little details that I do not know if they are important or not, because some details, such as like the protein zyme X being on top of the glass is actually an important detail. But here, there are no powder footprints on the floor, and I feel like that's an important detail, and yet it appears to be potentially nothing. Okay, let's look in cabinet C for starters, because this is where the poison's from. Is there an index of what C9 might be, for example? Because it just says Chem C9, it does not tell me what the chemical actually is, which I think is also interesting. Looks like hydrogen peroxide and stuff. Okay, reagents, however you want to say it. Oh, come now, Byakuya.
What?
How you lived in such ignorant bliss on Chapter 2, not having even examined the body for yourself. I will never understand, so I guess we're even. Which is interesting because the protein zyme was labeled with B. Well, we might not have to worry about it right now, though I think we will going forward. So let me look at that protein zyme again. It's in my truth bullets, I think. Oh, that's Chem A2. Never mind. We good. They could be Sakura's shoes, though what would she have been doing walking around in poison? And there's a Chem C9 in the Chem A, which is disheartening, to say the least. Except for one, Makoto. There is one out of place here, is there not? They might have done. However, what they were doing with poison and accidentally putting it in the wrong spot is concerning, at very least. She did. I think that's a safe assumption. I've been wondering about this since we first found Sakura's body, and I don't remember if Monokuma gave a ruling on this in the past or not. However, not that I necessarily think this is the answer, but I'm not ruling out the possibility. If it was to be, say, suicide, would Sakura be both the victim and the blackened? And then if we do not figure that out, we are all in trouble? Nothing fancy about the camera, but we did get some coins, so I guess it wasn't terrible. Byakuya?
I see.
Well, thank you. That's high praise coming from you. Well, I guess that'll do. And I'm assuming there's nothing special about the monitor either, but I ought to check if nothing else, yeah. Well, we got some coins, again. We're making up for those coins that we spent on all the items back before all the shit hit the fan. Okay, so let's go back down, I think, to the 3rd floor and check out the crime scene once more. We can report to Kyoko what we found and get her opinions on things, which I think is a good idea, and I think she'd appreciate that as well. So it's a double-purposed idea of getting back in Kyoko's good books and perhaps gleaning a little more information.
Hey.
Glad to see we're on the same
see.
page here. Of informing Kyoko what's going on. Oh, somebody's definitely lying. For sure.
Anyway,
No two ways about that. Oh, what have you found? Did you investigate the cabinet? The shelf of magazines. I looked at that earlier. Okay, I think I will, and I think I'll start with the magazines. What do we have here? Kakuto Ladies! Miss Muscle appears.
hey,
Interesting. Well, Makoto, let's pull it out, shall we? Are there any pages torn out? Oh! Hello. That's incriminating.
correct. So, however,
No, I didn't figure you were. It was like that, designed to be found. Oh dear, always gonna go off the handle, isn't it? Isn't she?
what the heck? I won't forgive you.
That's exactly it, isn't it, Makoto? It does seem too easy. Which is certainly interesting. The Monokuma bottles apparently have given us another clue as well. Let me look at the pieces inside the bottles one more time. I didn't get a clear look last time. We have a pawn, a castle, a bishop, and the king.
Hey,
And the knight is on the floor, correct? It does appear that 2 bottles are missing. Where's the fun in that, Makoto?
so,
Fair. Well said, Kyoko. Actually, quite well said indeed. When has she ever given us the whole truth? Even when she did trust us, Makoto. She never has. She's just... First chapter, she was just Miss Tutorial.
hey,
Is it that there appears to be 2 missing? No, it doesn't appear to be that. Sure, I'm down for experimentation. I like experimenting.
anyway,
Would you like to piece it back together?
that doesn't matter.
I think that's the most colorful word
So then,
we've seen from Kyoko regarding someone, except when she had her outburst versus Byakuya. Very interesting.
so then, in other words,
I like the idea. That's actually much easier than putting it back together. Because probably the figure inside would have minimal weight difference.
Listen.
I like it. I like it. They're essentially
In
balanced.
other words, so then,
Please don't be heavier, because if it's heavier, I'm gonna be extremely well, actually no, because that would mean 2 bottles were shattered. Which would actually be even more damning than if just pieces were missing.
so then,
If it's heavier, I'm gonna be very interested indeed.
I knew it.
That's
In other words,
very interesting indeed.
hey,
So we're missing a figure, a bottle bottom, and a bottle top. And what was the other thing? Her body that we were meant to look at?
just a second. Hey,
I mean, I personally think it would be a good idea. Whether Makoto agrees or not is another question entirely. It's like we're conjoined twins. Sometimes we agree completely, but sometimes we're trying to go in completely different directions, but we can't. We are uniquely tied to one another.
it's true. So,
Yeah, don't say that in any kind of creepy or potentially misunderstandable way.
hey,
It was Sakura.
correct.
Potentially, at least.
I see.
So she went there, even walking through the poison on the floor. Which
Hey.
I would imagine would have been concerning.
It's true. It would seem...
But 2 blows? From 2 bottles? Perhaps?
Indeed. Correct. It's true.
I was wondering about that when I saw Toko's name in the magazine. That it would have been very easy for somebody else to write that. No, what? I'm getting less and less time for investigations here. Unless this is a body's been found.
Whoops! You caught me sleeping. Your investigation was just so boring I couldn't stay awake. Should I do it? Is it okay?
No.
Can I?
No.
Okay, then let's begin the class trial. You know where to meet, right? Please go through the red door on the first floor of the school. See you soon.
But I have like no data whatsoever. I mean, I have data, but there's gonna be a lot of assumptions and a lot of thinking going on here. Not just us, Makoto, we all do. And we will. One way or another, we will. So guys, next time on Danganronpa Blind, I guess we're gonna head through the red door one more time and see if we can't solve another mystery. This time with the least amount of information so far. So, until then, thank you guys so very much for watching this, and I hope you're having a fantastic day.